Hello everybody, welcome to episode 1 of the Digimon IC series. I know it's been a few days since I posted my last Digimon video, and that's just because I was lazy, and well, not lazy, it's just because I had a lot of work to do. And then today's my first, off day, so it's just like, you know what? I figured let's get me a bit of well-rested, and then we'll start up the series. And I also decided to finish editing up some videos that I had working in the background, because I had some Digimon videos and some Beyblade videos upcoming. And I have a Bionicle video coming, so I have quite a few different video types coming up. But I figured it's time for me to get back into the whole Digimon game, well, the pet game in general, with the best that I can think of doing right now, because I've been wanting to run this dice for a little bit, so it's time for me to run this! Welcome to the Tamagotchi Connections of Digimon, which is legitimately the most probably accurate way of describing this thing. Basically, Bandai looked at the Tamagotchi connection and they were like, that's it! And then they made Digimon version of it. That's kind of how simple this whole IC thing is in a way. It does have still its own little Digimon elements in it, but basically it's sort of a mix between the Tamagotchi connection and the Digimon IC, or the basic Digimon Digimon Excel, I guess is the more appropriate term. I say Excel because it has the whole DNA scan function again, especially with little chip plates as well. So we get a lot of fun with scanning some stuff in. We also have the IR function from the Tamagotchi connection. And of course it also has shot mechanic from the connection line as well. So it takes a lot from that sort of connection part of it. And as you see here, we got the wonderful device here. Kind of cool to see a bunch of the little sprites on the back of it. Telling us more about the feature, the soul charge feature. Which if you remember from the anime, it was this whole charge! Oh, as everything falls down in the background, jeez. Basically it was them being charge your Digimon, and then you give it power. Kind of cool in a way. So they sort of replicated that for this device. I don't know too much about Savers. I barely remember it. I remember the manga more at the time, which was Digimon Next, and they actually did use this device in Next, so it's kind of a cool thing to look back at that. I really like Next. If anyone has not read Digimon Next, I really recommend you go do that. It's actually a really good story. I like it more than Savers, to be exact. That's just how much I enjoy it. But we got more little cool functions there. I don't know what all this is. This is talking about the shop function here. You can put little hats on them and stuff like that. And you got more little cool functions, like it connecting to a mini, which it doesn't show there. But I can connect it to one of my minis. I do have one of the minis still going. It's still active, so it's cool stuff to show off there. And on the top there, it shows all the little icons, which is really cool. I might put some of these on a shirt. I don't know. It's kind of cool to see all of them on there. And the bottom, just a little barcode. And it's time for us to open this up. So let's get into opening this wonderful device. We still have the old Bandai logo on there too. Well, not that old actually, because they just recently discontinued using that logo. It's kind of crazy to think about that in a way, huh? Taking it out of the package. Bam! There we go. And here is the device itself. Nothing much around it. We got the instructions right there, so I guess we can sit down and look at that. Is it going to make me rip it off the packaging? I really don't want to rip it off. Do I have to rip it off? Okay, maybe not do that. I'm not going to do that. I really don't want to rip this off right now. So let's take this device out. And we got the thing right here. We also got a pull tab. There is no battery in this though, because when I originally bought this from the seller, it came from my wonderful Digimon importer friend, not seller. I don't know why I said seller. That's horrible terminology. But I got this from my Digimon importer friend because he was like, hey, you interested? Someone is selling a bunch of cheap ICs. And I was like, yes, I am. And he bought one for me. And then I told him to make shipping cheaper, take out the battery inside. And so he did that. That's literally the only reason why there's no battery in it. But he was nice enough to send this over to me, and I'm super excited about it. I really do actually like the whole IC device, and I'm super excited to get a hold of one. Just one of those things where it's eee! And of course, we also got this data plate here. This is Beast data, by the way, because it is Galmon. I had to clean that off a little bit right there. But yeah, overall, it's kind of just a random little thing. Guessing this was slightly used before or something like that. I don't know, really. Sometimes sellers just put everything back meticulously. I don't know. Kind of weird with how some things work. That or the plastic just likes to yellow over time. I don't know too much. Don't know. But it was cheap, so I can't argue with it. So I figured it's time for us to open it up. So we take our wonderful lightsaber stylus here. As you know, use any DS stylus to easily open these bad boys up. Push down, and there you go. Comes out nicely and beautifully. And for anyone curious, don't use pencils. Literally, go get a DS stylus. They're really cheap. There's multiple types out there, and they work flawlessly. So just use a DS stylus. But we have a random battery here. I don't know if this battery is good or not, so I guess we're going to just go plop it on in and find out. Basically, just sit down, do that, slap this right back on there. All you have to do is just kind of push this down in there and just, in a sort of way. There you go. Yeah, you gotta get a good angle on it. And there's the device, which kind of looking a bit weird. I'm gonna say no. The pixels are very weird on this. The pixels are very much fading. Soul charge! Hello everybody, welcome to the moment of me being dumb for a little bit too long. So I sat down while I was editing the footage. I was like, I better speed this moment up a little bit. So I sped it up by like 8.8, so have fun with that. Oh, I had to press the B button. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. There we go. So there is our wonderful device. Our wonderful egg, I should say. So I guess we should try seeing if we can mess around with this too much. As us to press the middle button, it does actually have some unique sounds. That's kind of interesting there. Our screen's a bit weird on this device. That's kind of annoying a little bit. Though not too annoying. We can actually tell everything and the pixels are working fine. I might have just picked a crap battery. So, there we go. I guess we're waiting on this device to hatch his wonderful little egg out, though. So, I guess we can sit down and wait for that to do its wonderful, wonderful things. I will say, I do like the size of this device. I don't know. It's very nice. It kind of reminds me of a Wiimote, though it's not as big as a Wiimote. It's just kind of very nice to hold in a weird way. I don't know. Besides the little bump up here, which does actually hold our 3 prongs right there. So, yeah, you can actually connect this to a Mini, a Pendulum X, and an XL. We got our soul charge thing here, which you saw me use horribly for like a straight minute. And then, there's our egg busting out. Ooh! It's Botamon, look at him. Oh man, there's a call out sign. Ooh, that's so weird to hear. Oh, no, that's just soul charge, okay. Sorry, the camera's freaking out there. And there we go. He's doing pretty good. I wonder if I could change the contrast on this. So I might. Is there a way to do training on this? Let's see. All the things are swapped out. That's so weird. Okay. I wish my camera would stop trying to unfocus. Okay, so yeah, you do actually have to press the B button for that function. And we got some weird things. I don't know what that is. Guessing that's the Digisoul. And I'm guessing that's the chip type right there. Let's give him a pill just in case, because, oh, that's memories. Oh, there's not even pills on this thing? Oh, that is weird. How do you play games with them then? Nope, he can't do that. Okay, so that gave us a weird sound there. Man, all the sounds on this thing are really weird to hear. What's this thing? Okay, so it's a weird thing going back and forth. Oh, yeah, it's stop minigame. Okay, so it's like the DMX devices, to where you just have to find a good place to stop it at. And bam, look at that. Wow, look at that big, huge power shot. Oh, that's awesome. I'm guessing it's just a little minigame that you keep trying to do for a while. Doesn't seem like it ramps up in difficulty, so who knows. Oh, there we go, we lost now. Oh, we got 10 points. So yeah, it doesn't work like the Tamagotchi connection, where you do actually get points for a lot of the minigame stuff. We got a few minigames to look into, though, so that's kind of interesting. What's this choo-choo one? So he goes into that cup. It's getting shuffled around. We'll pick the one he went in down into. There we go. Look at that. Very nice and easy there. I assume this one. Nope, we lost immediately. So overall, kind of interesting so far as a device. We got 5 points out of that. So I figured it's very much like the Tamagotchi connection in a way. Oh, what the heck? Don't know what that mini game's about. That's weird. What does he need? Stats, tell me. He needs hunger, that's what it is. Okay, so it does seem like it works like the basic sort of X devices in a way. Yeah, there you go, he's gonna tell us no. So, by my assumption, it's gonna work a lot like how it's like sort of mixed between other 3-prong devices. So there is our age and there's our weight. We got sort of little stats there. Got no code in him yet. So currently it looks like we're going to be evolving to Kaporimon. And then we got a little boost up right there. 4 out of 4 hearts. And kind of seems like a nice little area right there. Let's see, what's the other things currently in here? Okay, so we can't access that one yet. So we can't do that one at all. What about this last one? Tells us how much money we have. Okay, so that's kind of nice. So currently, it doesn't seem like too much is going on with this right now. We got a little fight thing here, which is our soul charge, which I'm guessing just allows us to weirdly sit down and do it like that. Wonder if there's any limits to how many charges we could do. We got a beast there. So let's try out the chip data right here, because we do actually have a chip. So I'm guessing this right here is a chip function. So we're going to sit down, place our chip down on it. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Okay, that doesn't work as nicely, does it? Oh, maybe we have to flip it, that's why. See, try this now. Nope, that don't work either. I asked kind of see what one YouTuber I was watching was talking about with this. Oh, did we get something finally out of it? Yep, there we go. There's our beast data. So yeah, that kind of works as intended, I guess. So I'm going to try and seeing if we can mess around with some of the stats here. So I'm guessing... So yeah, that lets us do that. If I did A and B at the same time, does that allow me to... See, what would that ANSI? Okay, what is this? So yeah, that's our sound. And there's our contrast. Okay, so yeah, we can mess around with our contrast a little bit. So I'm probably going to try making this, let's see, I'm going to look with my actual eyes real quickly. Let's see, where is a good point? Going from our camera, our midpoint seems to be like the best. I'm going to say, trying to see how good this would be. See, it gets too dark at some point. Kind of weird with how it's activating the pixels on the screen, so has a little bit of that ghosting issue. Gonna say it's right about there for right now, and we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna accept that right there. Oh, is that now a little bit too dark for me? Okay, yeah, we're gonna try that again then. See, it looks normal on the screen, but then I'm gonna try, yeah, do B and C again, and we're gonna try darkening up the screen just a little bit, right about there. Yeah, there we go. Now we're looking way better on our screen. So I'm going to keep it to that right now. That darkness screen is not probably the best way of adjusting that from the looks of it. But, so yeah, B and C allows us to turn off on and off the sound, I'm guessing. So that first option there. Yeah, so our sound's off now. Do the B and C again. Nope. We're going to turn that sound back on, though. And, yeah, there we go. So we're going to do a little bit of a time jump here, because as you see, nothing much is happening currently, and I'm going to just basically mess around with them for a little bit. So we'll be messing around with the IC for a little bit right now, and we'll come back when he evolves into a baby 2 stage. So get ready for that fun, and we'll be messing around. So be back in just a second. Well, for me, it won't be a second, but for you, it will be a quick little wham! And we are back. So straight up, I have evolved. We are now at these, I forget the name of the Digimon's name or whatever, but this is like the stage before Lalomon. At least it was in Savers. So I decided to keep up with the trend of that. You can have this Digimon kind of go in multiple directions, to be honest. But I decided to keep up with the trend of it being plant-themed with, well, this first one here, by trying to keep it up with the whole plant theme here, which was Lalomon herself. So we're going to go with that whole evolution path here. And I figured that would work out pretty well. So you could give it insect and plant soul charges or whatever to get it to do that. So that's what I've been doing. So keep just kind of doing this randomly here. I think that's it. Is that the right one? Nope, it's not. I did Doubt Demon. Though thankfully, unlike the burst device, it doesn't automatically force feed those little things to him, so we can just kind of keep messing around with it. Kind of weird to do, because you kind of just have to... it sort of has a pattern to it. It sort of doesn't also at the same time. So we got a few of these like random ones at this point, so it's kind of been just stocking up on them. Trying to get more plant ones and stuff like that. Plant insect. But I don't know how well that works out for me. See, I got dragon that time. So it's kind of a weird thing to sit down and do. I see you got like a bunch of dragon ones. So I could easily sit down and aim for Agumon. I'm not doing that though, because I'm trying to aim for the one I want to do. Is that going to let me do it this time? We got bird! I don't know if that's going to help me or not. So yeah, so we got a few random ones in there. I don't know which ones I have currently. I guess we could go check through. We got one bug, so here's what we're doing. I'm giving them bug ones, and I'm going to stop there with probably the bug ones right now. We got a little bit of that, and just a bunch of random ones here. So I guess I should explain. So we got a Deep Savers type, I'm going to say Nightmare Soldiers, probably from my assumption. More of the machine type right there. Beast type, Dragon type, Bird type, Holy type. Yeah, there we go. So not too much of craziness here. The other thing, this top one here holds a few things for us. So we got food, a bandage for injuries, so like, you know, during battle they get injured. We also got the pills here, and this is how you cure their sicknesses, which is really weird to me. This device does a few things a bit differently from a regular Digimon. Even from like the Tamagotchi connection does a few things differently. So for example, the poop icon here holds the poop cleaning and the whole turning off the lights. So that is really weird to me there. This little talking icon here, I don't know what this does really currently. I don't fully know. So I guess we have a weird talking icon that does something. By my looks of it, it just says 2, 3, I don't know if that's supposed to be, Coliseum. So, oops, yeah, let's not do that just yet. Hopefully that doesn't affect my battles or anything. I doubt it would, because that just kind of seems like it's a random sort of thing. So I guess I should explain this menu. So this tells us our next evolution currently. So we're currently at Lalomon. So you can actually predict which evolution you're going to get in this IC device here. This is a reliability menu. We think I might have gone down by 1 by accident. This device is a bit weird, so I was kind of having to learn how to do something, and I might have gotten 1 care mistake from that. Overall, though, we're doing pretty decently fine, I'd say. Our battles are pretty good. I don't know what the BT means currently, and it's kind of pretty much it for right now. So just kind of chilling with whatever that this device is kind of giving us. I think we don't have to give it any more stuff, though. I did actually finally went and learned all the mini games, so this one right here is pretty much just the sort of DMX mini game, which we saw earlier. You click on it a few times, and it does the whole little thing. And then there you go. Shows a little animation. and it pretty much just continues forward with that. My guess is it's like 5 points each round, so you just sit down, do one, do another. See, I should be really good at this, but to be honest, my camera is a little bit off, so it's kind of hard to keep up with it. You get 10 points out of it, so not bad. And then the next one here is this little hmmm game, which is the random cup select game. Not a fun one to play. This one here has been my favorite, though, of just Sukamon there. And we're playing this weird little character on top here. And you can move up and down with the 2 buttons here. So there we go. And that's pretty much all you're doing. So you're just dodging these little poops here. I think the pattern doesn't change at all, so you can easily sit down and memorize the pattern, which is kind of interesting in a weird way. I don't know. Yeah, as long as you keep up with it, and you have to make sure the poop's like fully off the screen before you go up or down. See, there you go. So you just kind of have to keep moving up and down. Kind of easy to do. The screen kind of makes it a bit hard to see. Oh, yeah, see it. I was supposed to move up there. I didn't do that. But there you go. Pretty easy overall. Got 10 points out of that. And you can easily just sit down and sort of spam those mini games and pretty much keep up with it. The cup one's probably the easiest one to do. So there you go. He's gonna, or she's gonna poop there for a quick little second. Clean up our poop, and wham, there we go. I probably made it too dark. See, for me, this is like perfect to like view it or whatever. But for y'all, it doesn't seem that great. I think not. But I guess I should talk about some of the other functions here. So here's our little connection thing. There is the connect battles here, which allows you to connect to IC, Excel, and Mini. As you see, there's many types of connections for this device. You got one for the back for IR, and then bottom is 3-pronged. The second option here is a little shop thing. You see it's going to do accessing here. So the first shop here pretty much sells weapons, helps you fight out stuff or whatever. Second shop over here is a cool little item shop. So you get cool little hats. So currently I'm saving up for this little push button here that allows us to get the close-up animations, which is currently 500, so I can't currently afford it just yet. So I'm going to be saving up money for that though, which will be pretty easy to do, I think, because as long as you're getting 10 points, you could just do whatever. So I'm currently getting Lalamon. But yeah, bottom thing is the points. So here's our points. We're currently at 75. So not too long. It's not going to be too bad. It will take a little bit of time, but overall, not too bad, I say, for that close-up animation button. But for right now, we're just enjoying the wonderful Baby 2 stage, and I think that will pretty much make for a great end to this episode 1 here of the Digimon IC series. If anyone has any questions, please comment them down below. But I'm going to be excited to run this device. It's a very weird device, especially after doing the minis for so long. It's so weird to have a device with so much hand space in it. I don't know if I'm a fan of this weird little butt thing right here. I mean, it's got a little bit of a thick butt there. It's kind of that, got a nice little BBL and stuff or whatever. But overall, kind of weird. I don't know. It's a weird device to hold. It's a very weird thing to mess around with. Our screen's not the best of conditions. It has a little bit of that weird fading or whatever. To be honest, that might be the battery, or just the device needing to warm up itself, which is very common. But overall, this will be a very nice thing to just chill out with for right now. And learn more about the weirdness of this device. It's very much, overall with learning this, I will say one thing straight up. This is very much the Digimon version of a Tamagotchi connection. After messing around with it for a little bit, it reminds me of the later Tamagotchi connections. So it's like the... I think after version 3, so it'd be closer to like the Intama in a way. So if you Tamagotchi fans want a Digimon that's sort of close to some of those later connection devices, check out the IC. It's probably the closest you're getting to that whole lineup there. Well, IC, 10X, 20X, and Burst. There's like 3 different versions of this whole entire device here. But kind of interesting overall. And yeah, I'm going to end off this episode here, and we'll be back tomorrow with episode 2! So, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later! Bye-bye-bye!